farmers, it's Friday the 5th of April and we're back with some mods. So first up is Road Barriers Pack. This is by Young Cienic, 1.56 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find him in the construction menu and under decorations and others. So we'll scroll back along a little to find him, because there we are. I've got these four. So first off, you got the 1.5 meters, you got red and white. You've then got a black and yellow 1.5 meter, and then got red and white 2 meter, and then red, white, put me teeth in, yellow and black 2 meter. God, that's a good start to the video. Already getting tongue-tied. Obviously, you put them there as a bit of a barrier, so sort of like at the edge of a road maybe. If you've got something important, put it like that side, whatever, put these in front, and then that's going to stop any vehicles crashing into it. Oh, I like them. And next up is Hay Shed. This is by AW Modding ABP team. 1.23 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So we'll scroll along to find it. They are 5,600 to buy, and obviously it's an area to store pallets and bales. 600. That's how many it's going to hold. But if you don't fancy putting any of that in there, you can store equipment or whatever in it. I mean, it's got nice high ceiling. I mean, it's really wide, so you'd be able to get pretty much any harvester with the header still attached in there, no problem. Oh, I like it. Obviously, you dump your bales or your pallets in there, and you get them out from this menu here. Very nice. Right, next up is Workshop Horsch Pack. This is by Eddie Unmuir, 56.48 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find these four in the construction menu and under buildings and tools. We've got these here. So first off is the Horwith Workshop and Fuel Depot Classic. We then got the Horwith Workshop and Fuel Depot Sanitized, and the difference between the two is basically the colour of the building. So that's different. And then we've got the standard workshop, so without your fuel depot, and then the standard sanitized version without the fuel depot as well. Now all four of these have got workshop triggers in, so you're good to go with any of them. If you're looking for a workshop trigger, no problem. So you open up that door, a little bit of a side door to go, fair enough. Then you've got these doors that open outwards like that. And you open up that one like that. There we are. And then once you're inside, obviously, there's your workshop trigger. There's your hatch marking area. So bring your vehicle or your piece of equipment in there. You've got a toilet. Can we get in the toilets? No, can't go for a poo, but they're there anyway if you need them. And you've got these doors as well that open that side. Yeah, drive-through option. And you've got your lights that turn on. Fair enough. That's all right, actually. I like that one. And obviously, we've got the same sort of thing down there with that building. But obviously, with the fuel depot ones, it's a fuel tank, let's face it. So you come up to it like that. There we are. So refill it. It's going to hold 15,000 litres. And obviously, pull your vehicle into there. And it gets filled up. This building, same sort of thing. But obviously, different colour on the outside. Same workshop on the go. Same light triggers and toilet you can't actually go and use. And then obviously, you got your fuel depot, pump, whatever you want to call it, down that side. Then you got these, which is the workshop, which is the main building, but obviously without the fuel pump on the side. Exactly the same. Workshop inside. Jobs are good. And obviously that one's a different colour. I like them though. I mean, it's something. All right. The doors look ace. I mean, it's like you've got the metal bit at the bottom. You've got the windows at the top. Yeah, I like them. Right, next up is Hand Spreader. This is by Andy Modding, 2.91 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under fertilizer spreaders. Now, it's got 5 horsepower engine, but you do it on your own. So does that mean a human is classed as 5 horsepower? We'll go with that anyway. 6 mile an hour top speed, 6 mile an hour working speed. Although to be fair, I only got up to 3 mile an hour, but all right, fair enough. 60 litre capacity. It only weighs 60 kilo, and you can pick it up. We'll come back to that in a minute. It's got a 2.4 metre working width. It's only going to cost you 200. Well, that being said, yeah, you're not going to get big fields done with this anytime soon. So for your small farming shenanigans, your backyard stuff, that sort of thing. Main colour is going to be the actual framework. The design colour is going to be the bucket on the front. Yeah, and we haven't got just this version, because obviously this is for fertiliser and your lime. We've got this one as well for doing a bit of salt spreading. So if there's a load of snow on the ground, yeah, you could help out the local community. Oh, that's all right. Now, obviously we've got one here in a very nice colour pink. So you come up to it and you get in like any sort of normal vehicle. You turn the engine on, which is you. All right, fair enough. We'll leave that one alone. And yeah, I'm getting 3 mile an hour. I mean, it says 6 mile an hour, but okay, fair enough. Now, you can pick it up. And I will say as a word of warning. Now, as I was bringing this over from the shop earlier on, it sort of glitched a little, and then I sort of like dropped it. And it sort of fell funny and got stuck under the ground. And then it sort of wouldn't right itself. I mean, obviously it doesn't seem to be doing that now. That's typical. As soon as I say about it, it's sorting itself out. But I don't know, maybe it's just a little glitch as I bring it across the shop. But I like it though. Something a little different. Right, next up is the RC Max 2. This is by Pepe978, 5.51 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under rollers. Now, it's got a 80 horsepower tractor requirement, 6 meter working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 9.5 grand. You then got the option of Trelleborg, BKT, or Trelleborg on there. And you've got some wide tyres or standard. Then you've got the option there, cultivator roller or mulching roller. All right, fair enough. So you go for whichever one you want. Now, there's a strange thing with this, because in the mods and DLCs, there's 2, but they're exactly the same. Same options, same details on the left-hand side. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but 6 meter roller, that'd be all right. Right, next up is the Asa Laser Pack. This is by John GM, 13.67 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it on the seeders and cultivators, because there's 2 things to this pack. So obviously we've got the Asa Laser Seeder, 850 litre capacity, 220 horsepower requirement from your tractor, but this is only going to do your grass, oilseed radish and canola. Yeah, just bear that in mind. It's not a full bull seeder. Okay, fair enough. 4.9 meter working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 28 grand. You then got the option of Trelleborg, BKT, Mitas, Vredestein, or back to Trelleborg. And you've got some standards or standard 2s on that. That being said, though, I mean, it's only going to do like your cover crop and your grass and your canola. That looks all right, though, I must admit. And to go with that, we've got this. Oh, before we go, there's also a direct drill. That's all right. We've got this, the cultivator. Obviously, the name gives it away. The Asa Laser Cultivator. 220 horsepower requirement. Again, 4.9 meter working width. 9 mile an hour working speed. 25 grand. Again, Trelleborg or BKT or Mitas, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. And then you've got the standard or standard 2. Again, that looks awesome. Oh, very nice. Right, next up is the Lizard VR11. This is by Calaruga Modding Design, 9.9 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trailers. Now, it's got 13,500 litre capacity, 9.5 grand to buy. You can then change the capacity up to, or down to even, 7,500 or 13.5. So it takes the sides off, makes it a little bit more easier to load. You then got the options of Continental, Trelleborg, or Continental. Now, the Continental has got standard and standard 2. Trelleborg just got standard, but fair enough. Now, I will say, swivel axle on the front, just drive it forward. It's so much easier, because if you're terrible at reversing these like I am, you're going to get a little bit unstuck, but just go forward. It's so much easier. Right, next up is the Cargo J50. This is by Sid Modding, 15.71 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under trailers. It's a little trailer. To be fair, I've seen these knocking around on the back of bikes, that sort of small trailer. Yeah, fair enough. 4,200 litre capacity, 9 grand to buy. You can then change the capacity up to 8,500 litres. Loading left, so that's sort of like a bale trailer. Loading right again, and then back to 4.2. Got triangle, spin it around the back. There you are, puts it on the back. Yeah, I like it, little trailer. So next up is Cargo D120P out, again by Sid Modding, 17.24 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this one on the tractors as well. Now, obviously, this is a swivel axle, pretty much version of the previous one. 7,600 litre capacity, 15 grand to buy. You can then change the capacity up to 15,200. Loading left as a bale trailer, loading right as a bale trailer, and back to 7,600. Wheel setup, so you've got wide tyres or standard, and then you've got the triangle on the back. You know what? I like these little cargo trailers. I mean, swivel axle aside, just drive it forward, it's a lot easier. Yeah, very nice. Well, next up is the Cargo S Series. This is by Sid Modding, 35.18 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find these on the trailers as well. So got 21,000 litre capacity on the S160D, 32,325 to buy. On the configurations, you got standard, extensions, that puts up to 27,000 litres, or standard. You then got Trelleborg, Michelin, BKT, Vredestein, back to Trelleborg. You got some standards and some wides. All those wides look all right. I like that. Toolbox, yes or no. There you are, on the right hand side. Triangle, spin it around the back like that. There we are. Yes or no. Balcony to operate the tarpaulin. On the front. Cover, yes or no. Then we'll come down to your license plate. Now, this isn't the only one in the pack, because we've got this one as well. The S220T, 30,000 litre capacity on this one, 49,600 to buy. You then got the extension, which puts you up to 39,000, or standard. Now, the options on that are going to be the same. Oh, I like them. Does that match the other two as well? The cargo brand. Fair enough. Next up is the Lizard L1620. This is by Kohler, 23.15 megabyte on the download. There's a few things in this pack, so just come down to your mods and DLCs. It's so much easier. So we've got the truck itself, 177 horsepower engine, 74 mile an hour top speed, 115 grand. You can then change the engine setup up to 211 horsepower, 211 again, 218, 231, then back to 177. So 231 is your biggest one. Now you've got your wheel brands. Now this is going to be kind of important in a minute. So you've got 4x2 and 6x2, 6x4, 6x2 short, 6x4 short, and then 4x2 again. So you've got your wheel rims. So you've got iron 1, aluminium 1, aluminium 2, or back to iron rims. Design standard, default 1, default 2 even, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then back to standards. That's going to be like your bumper and your fuel tanks, really. All right, fair enough. That being said, though, that puts an extra fuel tank on. Doesn't change the fuel capacity. Right. Rear height, plus 2, plus 3. So you can have it sort of slanted, stanced if you wanted to. Fair enough. Exhaust, original 4x2, 6x2. Exhaust 1, 2, 3. Where is the exhaust, actually? Is it around that side? I was pointing out there. Right, okay. There you are to go for the different options. Got different tips on the end. We've got 4x2 and then all the way up to exhaust 7. Fair enough. You then got marker plus sun shield. So you've got markers, sun shield, both or nothing. Then got panel colour. So you've got design 1, 2. It's the inside panels. Zoom in a little. There we are. So 1, 2. 1 or 2, so it's blue or grey. Right, fair enough. Hubcaps, no. 1, 2, 3. They look ace. Oh, I like them. They're all right. 3, 3, 2. Oh, they're gone on the back now. Right, fair enough. I like them hubcaps. They're ace. Very nice. Capacity. So plastic tank. You then go to round tank. That hasn't changed it at all. Square tank hasn't changed it at all. And back to plastic tank. Plastic, round, square tank. The capacity stays the same. All right, fair enough. Decorative sash on the side, 1 or nothing. Pneumatic 6x2, yes or no. Puts that there. Right, fair enough. PX antenna, left, right, both or nothing. Then you got your main colour. You go for whichever one you want. Does your main colour. Design colour, go over blue. Does the grille. The hub colour is obviously going to do your hubs. There we are. And then your rim colour is going to be your rims. Right, fair enough. So we've got the base truck all sorted. Now, we've got a few things to go on the back. So this is where your axle layout comes into it. So you've got your 4x2 and you've got your 6x2. So depending on which one you go for, obviously depends on which one it fits to, as the name would suggest. So first up, we've got the tank. 10,000 litre capacity on this, 3,800 to buy. You then got lights, white or orange, red or green, or back to white. That's those little side marker lights. Rear height. So this is going to match if you've gone for the ride height on the back of that. So it's basically the mud flap. Just brings it back down. Then you've got main colour, any one of those. To be fair, I like the stainless. That looks all right as a tank, I must admit. And then design number 2 is going to be your mud guards. Yeah, go with this. Oh, that is a great chrome look. Oh, very nice. Then we'll come off of that and we're going to go into this one, the bulk carrier for the 6x2. So 16 grand to buy. Starts off as a bale trailer, then goes up to a 23,000 litre capacity or a bale trailer. Rear height, exactly the same, extends the mud flap down, and then you've got your main colour, again, to match up with your main vehicle. Design colour, it's going to be the side strips, and then your cover colour is obviously your cover. Now, if you want to go a little bit bigger, you got this 6x2 tank. So this has got a 15,000 litre capacity for 6,800. Same options as the previous tank, but again, leave it in that chrome. That looks awesome. And then to finish off, we've got a cattle. Yeah. What does this hold actually? So it's 9 cows, 12 sheep, and 9 horses. So no pigs. Won't take pigs. Fair enough. Decorative sash. Yes or no, puts that down the side. Main colour is obviously going to be those bits. And then your stripe colour is going to be those bits. 19 grand to buy. That's an alright pack, that is. Very nice. Next up is the Big Bud Pack. This is by Flying Dutchman, 50.54 megabyte on the download. You're going to find both of these under large tractors. Now, we've had the Big Bud in the game before. It's a little bit different. So 1100 horsepower engine, 18 mile an hour top speed, 406.5 grand to buy. Although we have got the optional extra there, we'll take that off. There we are. So that's your standard base configuration. You then got engine set up. To be fair, it's not the engine, it's the gearbox. You've either got a manual power shift or you've got CVT. Then you got wheels set up. So it comes as standard with tracks. And you can have double tracks if you wanted to. Oh, that's ace. I don't think I've ever seen anything in this game with double tracks on. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Design is going to be the colour stripes around, what is it, the air filters, exhaust filters, and the cab. So you go for whichever one you want. 3 point. Now, obviously, normally it doesn't come with anything, just like a trailer hitch, but you can now put a 3 point on the back if you wanted to. Then you got your main colour, which is going to be any one of those. Now, obviously, this comes as a pack of 2. And we got this one, the 450 TR. So this got a 450 horsepower engine, 18 mile an hour top speed, 200 grand to buy. We'll take that option off because obviously that's the standard one as you get it. Then engine setup, it's going to be the same. It's the gearbox. Oh, we've got up to 600 horsepower there. Oh, 600 horsepower, why not? Then you got the same option of 3 point on the back, yes or no. Yeah, just do it. It makes it more versatile. Then you got your main colour. Oh, black Big Bud. Fair enough again. Then design colour is going to be your 3 point hitch on the back. Now, obviously it's a Big Bud, but it does sound good, I must admit, and got proper horn on it. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I mean, don't get me wrong, twin tracks on something this big. I mean, it is a bit of a beast, 1100 horsepower, but yeah. I mean, some of the tractors have got like, I'm going to call them puny little horns because they just don't match the size of the vehicle, but this one, oh, brilliant. Right, next up is the Case Skid Steer Pack 2018. This is by Jolly Farms Modding, 9.12 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under skid steers. Now, this has got a 84 horsepower engine, 11 mile an hour top speed, 49 grand. You can then change the engine output up to 90 horsepower. You then got design standard, 175th anniversary, that's better, or nothing. So it puts that little sticker above the model name. You then got window configuration, 60% tint or standard. Then light configuration, you got beacon light, light bar, both or nothing. Then main colour you can have it as orange or red. So you've got Case CE, that's going to be like your construction version. And then you got your standard farm sort of shenanigans. Right, fair enough. Now, to go along with this, we've got the wheeled version, 74 horsepower engine, 38 grand. So you can put that up to 90 horsepower as well. Then you got your Trelleborg BKT or Trelleborg on there. Then design is going to be the same, 175th anniversary. Windows is going to be the same. And then your lights, go for whichever one you want. Colour options, red or orange. Now to go along with this, we've got a bucket to go on the front. 1250 litre capacity. It's only going to cost you 1250. So it's £1 per litre. Fair enough. Now, I've seen something on this I've never seen on a skid steer loader before, or something that just hasn't caught my attention. Now, obviously, you've got your usual, yeah, fair enough, not a problem with that. But if you do LB and RB together and left stick left and right, the front door opens. I've never seen that on a skid steer loader before. That's ace. Oh, I like that. And the last mod for the day is the Class Arian 4000-5000 series. This is by Smetty, 28.37 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under large tractors. Now, it's got a 483 horsepower engine, 34 mile an hour top speed, 350,200 to buy. You can then change the configuration on weight or standard. Right, okay, so if you change the weight, it gets rid of the track option because you're putting a weight on the back. Right, fair enough. Engine setup, so the 4500 or the 5000, so 483 or 524 horsepower engine. Trelleborg, Michelin, Mitas, Nokian, Continental, BKT, Vredestein, Trelleborg. Now there is no track options, but you've got a couple of different things on the go. You've got wide tyres, twins, you've got some narrow twins as well. Now the track on the back, I'm not quite sure what this does, to be fair, because it puts that bit there. Yeah, all right, fair enough. When you actually get into the tractor itself, it doesn't seem to have any options to do anything, but all right, no worries. 1800 kilo front weight, 2200, 2600, a front loader, front attacher even. Yeah, I'd go with that. Or the 1800 kilo. Side sign, standard, EU or standard, so it puts those signs on the back. You have the main colour, you can have green, black, white, orange, red, or blue. No, you can't. You know when you just get used to certain brands being a certain colour? Yeah, it's class is that green all the way. Now, oh, we'll come back out. We've gone too far. Right, back further down. There we are. Right, so design colour. So this is going to be, we'll go with a black. Does the exhaust shroud. Oh, I like that. That's all right. We then got the rim colour. What about chrome? It looks like a special edition, to be fair. I like it. I like it. Now, I've gone for this one. The narrow twins. That looks awesome. I mean, there's nothing else going on with the tractor, mind you, but that just looks ace. It looks right. I don't know, it could just be me, but oh, I like it. So that's your mods done for you. Why not go treat yourself and pick up some Andy's Farm merch? Link in the description below. And whilst you're down there, why not hit the join button? Come join us on Andy's Farm. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But from me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.